let's add to our table of contents. So the next topic is area of trapezoids and irregular figures. All right, for trapezoids, this is a formula you will not have to memorize on the exit exam. It's A equals 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So let's look at the first example. So what we need to identify are the two bases and then also the height. So the bases are parallel to each other. So these are the two bases. Doesn't matter which one you call base 1 or base 2. And the height, like with the triangles, it's always the one that's attached to the right angle. It goes straight from the shortest distance from the bottom base to the top base. So we just plug in our base 1 is going to be 6, and base 2 will be 3, and our height, which is 2. So the 6 plus 3 gives us 9. And I don't want to take half of 9 and get a decimal, so I'm going to multiply these together first and get 1/2 of 18. And then half of 18 just gives us 9. And so the area of the trapezoid is going to be 9. They give us a unit, so it's going to be 9 meters squared. So I want you to try 1b now on your own. Use your formula for a trapezoid. 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Oh, I forgot to mention over here is that sometimes they will give you extra information. So we don't need this 3, we don't need this 3, we only need the two bases and the height. Alright, now let's look at the irregular shapes. There's two different ways you can actually find these. You can use the addition method or the subtraction method. I actually prefer the addition method, so that's what we're going to start with. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find the missing pieces. So like they tell you that this side is 8, but they don't give you a measurement here, and they don't give you a measurement here. So what you need to do is, let's start with this one. From here to here has to be 9. Because if you were just to move this down and move this down, they should land right on top of that 9. So if this is 5, what plus 5 is 9? And so that's 4. So now I got to find this side. And so we're going to use the same logic. This side plus this side has to equal 8. So if we were to slide this down, it should land right on top of the 8. So 3 plus what is 8? And so that's 5. Okay. So now, the addition method I was talking about is what we're going to do is we're just going to break this into two rectangles. So we're going to have the area of one rectangle plus the area of a second rectangle. One of the reasons why I like these problems is you can actually do this many different ways. I could also get two rectangles this way. Area of this rectangle plus the area of this rectangle. So it doesn't really matter how you do it, you'll still get the same answer. So let's go ahead and look at this one. And so remember that find the area of a rectangle is just base times height. So the area of this one is just going to be 4 times 3. And so 4 times 3 gives us 12. And so now we're going to find the area of this one. So the base is 9, the height is 5. So when we break it up, you kind of got to ignore this 8 over here because the 8 goes from the bottom to the top. And since we cut it here, we want this height of 5. So 9 times 5 is 45. And so to find the area of the entire thing, you just add these two things together. So 12 plus 45 gives us 57. And since there's no units, we'll just say units. And since we're talking about area, it would be units squared. So go ahead and find the area of 2b. Break it up any way you want.